Today's show is brought to you by GoDaddy. Buy your own domain name, build your site, or use any of GoDaddy's business tools and save 30%. Just go to trygodaddy.com/HWT. That's trygodaddy.com/HWT. Hey everybody, welcome to Hey We're Talking. I'm your host, Scotty D.
Nice voice, man. That was deep. That was good.
Everybody makes fun of me and says that I use a different voice when we do the show. I mean, I do a little bit, but it's because you're trying to make sure you're saying your words properly, and you're not like, because you don't want to be like, hey, we're talking on the show today.
No, you have to. Like, see, typically I'm not this energetic when I talk.
Yeah. No, nobody is.
I talk normal, I just, hey, yeah, okay, whatever. I'm actually kind of a quiet person.
Yeah, which is weird. I told somebody that the other day. I was like, yeah, Bob's kind of an introvert. And they were like, no way. And I was like, he is.
People don't realize that. But I get on a format like this, and this is where I try to, get away from that piece
He expresses himself here on the show.
Well, think about that, guys. Every single time that I'm on this show, I'm pushing it to the limits, man. Yeah. So I'm not typically this energetic and exciting, but that's just, you have to kind of.
When he gets done with the shows, he goes into like a little quiet place all by himself and just
I've got a hammock.
His thoughts.
I've got a hammock that's like a cocoon.
Yeah.
And I go, over in the corner of the garage and wrap myself up, and then I come out a beautiful butterfly.
That's very nice. Yeah. It's really weird though, because like I'll talk forever. Like you can never get me to shut up.
I know.
So, but I have a lot of friends that are introverts. It's very strange. I'm married to an introvert.
Right. I know. That's why her and I get along so well.
Yeah.
We'll just sit there and not talk.
No, you both do the same crap. You both torment me the same way.
Well, that's just fun.
It's real fun.
There's a segment of my life now that is dedicated to giving you crap. So, I mean, like I am dedicating a chunk of my life for that. So
he thinks of new ways every day to bother me.
Every single day.
And it's usually just like so. You know who else does that all the time? Bill. He's going to say that he doesn't do it, but he does. Like, listen, over the weekend, and even you do this, and you don't even like them. Michigan and Ohio State played, and you pretend that you're an Ohio State fan just because you know it makes me angry.
Correct.
But Bill...
I've checked in on Facebook before at Ohio State University with Scott.
You're so stupid.
He wouldn't be there, but I did it just to mess with him.
Okay. So Bill during the game, he was texting me, and Michigan in the beginning was doing halfway okay. And then things started to fall apart, and he was like, uh-oh, here it goes. This is it. And I was like, shut up on the text. I was just like, please stop. And then because I said, please stop, he knew it was irritating me. He just poured it on.
Oh, yeah.
Then it was, oh, look at that. Oh, that's it.
Well, just you and I were talking last night to set up a time for this show today.
Right.
And you mentioned the game somehow, and I'm like, oh, yeah, great game. And you're like, you didn't even watch it. I'm like, oh, dude, what are you talking about? Great offensive, thing. I have no clue. I didn't even watch the game. I just threw some crap out there. And Scott's like, you didn't really watch it, did you? I'm like, yeah, dude, I watched the game. No, for real. No, I didn't watch the game. I just did it to irritate.
But usually what you would do is you would continue that lie for so long that it would infuriate me.
Yes.
You would go, oh, I did watch it. I totally did. And then I would sit
everybody
there.
Out there has that one person that they love to irritate.
Thanks.
Not to make them mad or whatever, just to get under their skin just a little bit to mess with them. And that's what I do with Scotty.
You probably do that to your wife too.
All the time.
Yeah.
And my kids.
Oh, you're so mean.
Maybe I'm just a jerk.
No, you're an instigator.
Here's something funny. So my daughter, she wanted to go to one of the local festivities or whatever for the tree lighting and all that stuff.
So vague. Festivity.
Yes. Well, it's for the tree lighting ceremonies
Right.
and stuff like that. So she wanted to go to see a reindeer, like an actual real reindeer.
They're probably stupid.
Well, they have one. They had one.
Right, but they're probably not exciting. It's probably just looks like a moose or something.
No, but she wanted to. So it does look like a moose and the big antlers and all that stuff. But, I mean, very short because a moose is very tall.
Yes.
Anyways, so I told her, I found out last night they actually did have a reindeer there.
Uh-huh.
And she almost started crying like, I wanted to see the reindeer and all this stuff. I'm like,
mean.
well, did you look on the Patch, which is like an online newspaper? She's like, well, no, what? I'm like, it actually got hit by a car.
Dude.
She's like, what? And I had her going for like 10 minutes.
You're so mean.
And then finally had to say, no, it didn't get hit by a car. Come on.
And you have to let everybody know, too, your wife and your daughter are like the animal lovers of the universe.
Yes.
The number of times I see on Facebook, please help this dog.
Right.
Just like, it's ugly. And they're like,
yes.
He needs a life. He's 13 years old. He has cancer and diabetes, but he needs a new home. And
he's about to die in 3 days.
Who wants this dog? No one.
Yes, but they would. My house would be full of 86 dogs if I could.
It would. You know, how many do you have right now?
3.
And you didn't want 3.
I didn't want 1.
Well, 1 you completely are in love with.
Well, yeah, 1's my dog. She's 12, almost 13, and she'll be dead soon.
Don't say it.
It's true. I mean, she's got cancer, and I mean, I love the dog to death. But
what is with all the dogs and cancer?
What's with all the people in cancer?
Not as many people get cancer as dogs, it seems like.
I wonder on the statistics on that. I don't know, man.
Every time I hear about a dog dying, they have cancer.
A nurse I know, not going to say who, was telling me a story about a 21-year-old kid.
Stop.
With kids.
Stop.
Who has cancer.
Stop it.
And is probably not going to make it. And it's just like, that's sad. Dude.
Where are you
21
trying
years
to take
old.
this show?
No, I'm just saying it just came up. So, anyways, we'll move on. So did you do any Cyber Monday shopping, Scott? Great segue.
I looked at a lot of stuff. As much as I will spend money freely, but I take a long time. I do lots of, if it's, because when you get older, you'll find this out. Like right now, if you're like in your 20s or whatever, you will probably just be like, oh, I'm going to get this. And you might spend, you don't have a lot of disposable income usually in your 20s. And you'll buy something, but it's not like a high ticket item. When you get older, everything you want is a major purchase. Like it's not like you go, oh, I've been wanting to get that new video game. I mean, you might be a video game player, but you're not talking about $60.
Right, $60.
You're talking about like drones that cost $1,000 or a computer that costs $2,000.
Yeah, I've been looking into like GoPros and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I want to start doing some vlogging.
Yeah,
but I mean they're literally like $400 or $500, and it's like really.
Yeah,
and then you got to get it's crazy. So yes, toys do get a lot more expensive.
And if you're gonna, and just a quick tip for you, if you're gonna use a GoPro camera, which I have one, because I wanted to vlog also, you got to get better audio for it because the mic that's on it is crap. You got to get like an external mic, and you got to get a little thing so you can hold it in front of you. And
like a gimbal.
Yeah, you get one of those Gorilla things or whatever it's called. What's that thing? Joby.
Yeah, which I have a DSLR camera, and a lot of people use those.
Huge.
A lot of people use those for vlogging,
yeah,
and you can buy one of those Joby things it's a Joby tripod to actually hold it. So that's actually what I'm going to wind up doing is just start to use the Canon camera that I have and just get one of those Joby tripods and walk around with that for a while.
You'll probably
because I've been watching a lot of vlogging. So
you'll have to buy a mic.
I've already got one, so that's fine.
Is it like a shotgun mic?
Yeah.
Okay. Look at you.
Remember we had those? No, you bought it actually, technically.
The shotgun one?
Yeah.
Are you sure it's a shotgun?
I don't know.
No, that's lapel, you dork.
What's the difference between a shotgun and a lapel?
A lapel goes on your lapel.
Yeah.
And then a shotgun's on the camera, and it's like long microphone that points at you.
Yeah, if I get one of those, it's going to be a Rode.
Yeah, that's what I have.
Yeah.
And it's got the little cat stuck on the top of it.
And I just saw a review of one on Creator Cast, which is a...
Oh.
See, I plugged them in there again. There is actually a review on one, the Rode microphone.
You know, the truth is you could do it with your iPhone, dude.
Not... For some reason, the iPhone 6, the camera on it really sucks.
What?
Compared to the 6 Plus, the 7, all of that stuff. So
do you just have a regular 6?
Yeah. So it's a 6 Plus. But if you look at,
your boss is going to get you the X at some point, isn't he?
Yeah, that was the plan.
I shouldn't be talking about this because people that work with you listen. They're going to be like, he's getting an X.
No, because they were hoping to upgrade phones as well.
Okay.
So, but IT, who runs the cell phones, put a shutdown on all phones.
You must get a case immediately. I had mine for 3 days without a case, and the whole time I was just like, because it's all glass.
Right.
So.
Which I question why they would do the back.
It's beautiful. It's so you could do wireless charging.
Yeah, it has to be glass.
It has to be able to take a charge through it, and metal won't let the charge go through.
That's stupid. They should invent something better.
They will someday. Anyway, all right, we're getting too deep into the woods here.
Yeah, we don't want to get into that because I saw a big thing about comparing old Galaxy phones and the iPhone 10.
Yeah.
And some of the statistics between the two phones, and it seems like some of the Galaxy phones have had the same technology like 3 years ago. It's pretty interesting.
Well, here's the deal. You had to do that, didn't you? You had to try and challenge my iPhone.
I saw it.
Here's the thing. Galaxy phones do have technology, a lot of this stuff before Apple, but it doesn't work properly. Apple doesn't put it in their stuff until they get it to work properly.
Well, and then you could say Galaxy people who say it all works. So it's just one of those.
What I'm telling you though is it doesn't work flawlessly like when Apple does it.
Yeah, it's true. At least an I doesn't become a question mark.
It did actually.
That's why I'm saying
You're such a jerk. Okay, I don't want to have the Apple Samsung debate today.
Yeah.
So Cyber Monday, all I'm trying to say is I looked at stuff, but then I was just like, I don't want to spend that much money. I'm trying to cut back because Christmas makes you turn into an idiot with money.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially when I think about getting stuff for my nieces and nephews and stuff. You just turn into a moron because we don't have kids. So I'm just like, ooh, I want to get them this and this. And then the next thing you know, and here's the other thing. The kids have so much crap today. Like, actually, my sister-in-law was like, yeah, don't get them toys. Because we have an entire basement filled with toys.
Oh, yeah.
They have so much stuff. And they have 4 kids, so it's like spread out over the years, so they've got so much stuff. And Bill's the same way with his kids.
Somebody needs to have a garage sale.
Yeah, that's what Bill and his wife do is they'll recycle. So basically they'll say every so often, like every 6 months, they make the kids go through their stuff and find stuff that they don't play with that much anymore, and then they donate it.
Yeah, just purge it.
Yeah. Which is nice. It's good for kids to learn that too.
Yeah, you don't need that Hot Wheel car that's been broken for 2 years anymore. You know, just let it go, man.
We were making fun when my mom and dad came to visit. My mom, she's not a hoarder, but she's close.
Ooh.
Not like stacks of stuff. It's all put away in boxes or it's like in closets. It's all organized.
So she's an organized hoarder.
Yeah, but it's not like, when you see those TV shows, it's like, but to her, all these things.
See, this is something Richard is going to go back and tell your brother.
Yeah, exactly. This is one of those things that it's not like on those TV shows where it's stacks of stuff about to fall over. There's no dead animals or feces or anything like that.
Right.
But they're mementos from over the years that mean something to her, but there's a lot of them. And so we always joke, like, when my mom and dad die, they're like, well, you get our house and everything in it. And I'm like, yeah, we're going to have to, like, get a freaking dump truck to throw all the crap away.
Right.
Because they think, here's the other thing, they think that stuff that they have is worth money. Okay.
No. Yeah.
So my dad one time, he goes, I got a stamp collection. It's amazing. I was like, oh, dude, maybe that is worth something. We should check that stuff from when he was a kid. They're all used and destroyed, and none of them are in good shape. And so I was like, Dad, these are useless. So I looked them up, just to make sure.
Right.
Nothing.
Well, it's like old baseball cards. Same thing. People back in the day before they mass produce these things, you can get some cards that are worth some good money
if they're in good shape.
Right. Nowadays, I've still got about 4,000 cards that I have not thrown away. That it's like, what do I do with these?
Are they
I just
in good
want to
shape?
Get rid of them. Yeah, they've all been sitting in original packaging and all that stuff.
It would depend on who it is, too.
Exactly, but who's going to go through that 4,000 cards and find out?
Make your kid do it and tell him he can get a percentage. Just find the good ones.
He doesn't care. I don't.
He doesn't want the money?
No, he won't. He won't work. He's a kid. He's not going to have. Come on, he's a kid with ADD. You think he's going to sit there and look through a whole bunch of baseball cards? No.
When I was like his age, I would try and find ways to make money.
Well, he does. He mows lawns and rakes leaves and all that
stuff.
But
if somebody had a bunch of cards they wanted me to go through, I would do that in a second.
I used to pick up cigarette butts for like 10 cents a piece. That was a good deal. I'd go to every car and dump the cigarette butts on the ground and then upcharge the guy.
Who paid you to do that?
One of my grandparents' neighbors. We all lived on the same property. I lived next door to my grandparents. They had like 6 acres, and there was another house there. This old guy Charlie, who's no longer with us, but he'd be outside. Yeah, rest in peace. He'd be outside smoking, all the time, and then every once in a while he'd be like, "Hey, 5 cents a piece, you pick them up." And then we did it for 5, and then eventually it became 10 cents as we got older. And like I said, my parents both smoked at the time, so we'd go through every ashtray and dump them all,
and bring them.
Okay, here's the whole collection. What? Oh, here's 10. Okay, I'm not even going to count them. So it was nice. Yeah, good way to make money.
I always wondered why people would just throw their cigarette butt on the ground like that if they're going to pay you to pick them up.
I don't know. My wife doesn't pay me to pick hers up.
Here's one of my major pet peeves, and see if this bothers you too. When you're driving down the road and there's a smoker in the car like ahead of you or a couple of cars ahead of you, and they flick that cigarette butt out the window lit, and it pops off your windshield or something like that. I'm like, what are you doing?
That's pretty bad, but I hate the people that dump like a big gulp glass out the window or a McDonald's
while they're driving. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If you're in a parking lot and you just want to dump your drink, I don't mind that so much.
Right. I love the people that
do it while they're driving. They just go, and it's like spraying everywhere.
It's funny. It's annoying.
Here's the truth, and I think we've talked about this before. We're going long again, but we've talked about this before. People are so oblivious and so self-centered now. These things that you see like that, like someone driving down the street and pouring a drink out the window and it sprays all over all the other cars around you and stuff like that. That's just because people are just like, they could care less about anybody except themselves.
Oh yeah. Well, go through a store and you'll see the same thing there. I go through this, as Scott has said, I go to the store just about every single day. And there's always somebody who's just walking, not caring about, it's just whatever. They think about what's in their world.
Yeah.
They don't think about anything else. And they'll walk right in front of you, and I just stop real quick.
Yeah.
Like, okay, yeah, sure. No, I wasn't here. I'm just standing here.
I told Cheryl that today. I wish that I had that thing inside of me that did not care.
Oh, I know.
That would just be like, if someone was behind you and you were they're in a rush or whatever, and you just decide, I don't care. Well, I wish that I was that oblivious.
Yeah, I think what I'm going to start doing is just start screaming. Like, if somebody were to like walk right in front of me or almost bump in front of me or whatever, cut me off, I'll just yell, ah! And just freak the heck out of them, but then they know they're in my space.
You should do that.
Just keep a radius around me.
That's a good idea for your vlog.
Carry like a hula hoop, and if anybody gets in within my hula hoop, then I can scream.
Yeah, I like it. I think you should do that. Vlog that.
I will.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool.
Awesome.
All right. As you can see, we're just kind of chatting today.
Don't say shooting the
breeze.
You were going to say something else, but that's
no, I did not.
Uh-huh.
I wasn't going to say that. All right, we're going to come back, and I think we actually, my dad yelled at me for this. He said, "You guys say you're going to talk about something, and then you don't talk about it till the end of the show." And I was like, well, yeah, that's what we do, though, sometimes.
Right,
we
just kind of our niche.
We go with the flow.
Yep.
All right. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Fast, simple, and affordable. That's what registering your domain name with GoDaddy will be. Fast, simple, affordable. And if you listen to this show, Hey, We're Talking, you know you're getting a discount, 30% off if you go to trygodaddy.com/HWT. Again, 30% off. All you have to do is go to trygodaddy.com/HWT for 30% off your domain name and other business services provided by GoDaddy. Hey everybody, it's Scott from Hey, We're Talking. You've heard us talk about Gamefly.com before. The basics are this. They've got over 8,000 titles for every gaming platform you can think of, and they're giving you a 30-day free trial. That's right, 30-day free trial for you, the listeners of Hey, We're Talking. You want to play video games? You want to be a champ at video games? Go to gameflyoffer.com/HWT. That's gameflyoffer.com/HWT for your 30-day free trial.
And we're back.
That was a horrible comeback here. I mean, real scratchy, kind of high-pitched.
That wasn't high-pitched. And we're back. That would have been more.
Yeah, that's obnoxious too. No,
I think the "and we're back" is from like some movie or something, and I can't remember what it was.
At the peak there, it kind of gets a little high-pitched. You know,
it's annoying for sure.
Oh yeah,
but it's on purpose.
Let's not do that again.
Okay. Dad. So I yapped through our first segment, but I never did ask you because we were talking about Cyber Monday, and I took it. You know how I do. I rabbit trail it.
Oh yeah.
And never asked you. Did you shop for anything on Cyber Monday?
We did get some stuff for the kids. Nothing. I guess nothing major. So my kids are both teenagers, so. Yeah. We're to the point where their items are starting to get more expensive, just like we were talking about. But I think, at this point, my kids are pretty happy not really wanting much, which is just crazy.
They're minimalists.
So, well, they don't have any big ticket items they want. You know, my son's like, I could, I'll take some clothes, some cool shirts or something.
Dad, I could use a car, but,
No, he's not yet. He'll be 15 next week. Later this week, yeah, a couple days, 4 days from now, he'll be 15. So he's not looking at a car yet, but
it's in his head.
So I did look for one thing that I've been talking about looking for forever, and I still can't get my hands on it. Is that one chip challenge?
Oh gosh.
So for a long time, I've talked to these guys.
Are they like back ordered or something?
They're always sold out. So I figured right around Cyber Monday I'd be able to get my hands on something, but I could never. So we want to do that Pacquiao. I don't know if it's called Pacquiao.
That's a fighter.
P-A-Q-U-I. How would you say that? Pacquiao?
Probably Pacquiao.
Okay, Pacquiao tortilla chips. That one chip challenge. It's a Carolina Reaper. I don't know. I just want to do
ghost peppers. They do Reapers. They do all sorts of stuff. But
I think it would be great to do on this show. And just see your guys' reaction.
Tell the people when you looked on, what was it, Amazon?
Yeah.
How much was it?
So I don't know what the original price is through their website, but it's always sold out. But I did find them on Amazon, but they were like, I think the cheapest one was like $75 up to...
A chip.
Yeah, it's for one chip, a singular chip. So we'd have to buy 3 of them for the show.
No.
So probably the cheapest one,
$225 for chips.
It's $78.45 plus $3.89 shipping and handling.
No, and those people, look, I'm okay with capitalism, but that's price gouging.
Well, yeah, but that's how you do it.
If someone will buy it, what am I going to say? If someone's stupid enough to pay $75 for a chip,
a single chip,
who am I to say to the guy who's selling it to them that they're terrible? We went through all this stuff in the pipe community. You remember when people would sell like pipe tobacco like way over?
Yep.
But I kept when people would get mad about it, I'd go, look, if somebody's going to pay for it.
Right. Yeah, I bought a tin of tobacco for, I don't know, it was probably $20 after taxes and all that stuff. Yeah. And I wanted selling it for $75 on eBay.
If someone's willing to pay it, if someone has $75 burning a hole in their pocket and they want to get rid of it, I'm happy to help them.
Well, same thing happened with all those Nintendos. So the Nintendo...
the NES thing or whatever?
The NES Classic and the Super Nintendo Classic Edition. The Super Nintendo Classic Edition is $80 brand new.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how somebody gets 5 of them, but that's beyond me. But they're selling them for $250 a piece.
Come on, dude.
And now the prices have gone down to about $140, but I'm still not paying almost double for the item. So, but some people do.
Do you remember how much were those things when they first came out? Do you remember?
Like the original Nintendo?
Yeah. It had to be $100 at least.
Oh, it was probably a little more than that. Probably $199 sounds good.
Even back then, they were $200.
Yeah, probably $150 to $200.
That's crazy. So, okay, I derailed it again. Go back to this chip. So, you actually want us to eat one of these chips on the show?
Yeah. Oh my God. I just think it would be, yes, it would be torture. It'd be horrible, but I think it'd be hilarious at the same time.
I am not afraid of the burning in my mouth. I'm afraid of the burning on the way out.
Right. Which we're not going to film that.
No, but that would be... I would like to know what happens to most people after. Like when you watch the... what's it called? The Hot Ones.
And now, Hot Ones. And now we feast.
Yeah, first we feast, but Hot Ones. I always wonder the aftermath. I would love to know how bad does it hurt after.
Well, I've got this guy that I know that makes some pretty awesome burritos, and they're pretty spicy.
Is this Jake?
No, it's kind of all of our friend. He does it at church.
Okay.
He hands out burritos to people who serve at church.
So you just get a hot burrito.
Yes.
To sting your hole.
And it's all good eating it. I mean, it's hot
for
sure. He makes Jake's and mine kind of the hottest, but later that afternoon, that hurts.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine what it's like to eat a Carolina Reaper or do this one chip challenge and then what the aftermath is going to be. But I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to be an optimist and say, hey, I think it'd be funny for the show if we all did that. Now, we wouldn't be talking much,
pure pain.
But probably. But I still think
that's the thing. We'd
funny.
have to talk.
If we could, we would. We will.
It's gonna be,
or maybe we'll get somebody on here to narrate it for us.
It sounds so... maybe I'll narrate and you and Derek can do it.
No, it's all or nothing, baby.
That's like these guys...
Nothing's not an option.
We know these guys who try to drink a gallon of milk all in one sitting, and you can't do it. Just here's the spoiler alert. You puke. Guaranteed.
Yeah.
You can't fit a gallon of milk into your body. It's impossible. And then somebody's going, no, you can't. I've done it. No, you have not. You puked. If you did it, you puked.
Yes.
There's some friends of ours who did it like live on a Google Hangout, and they just all were puking. Derek did it.
Yeah.
And he puked constantly.
And I think they kept drinking and to finish the gallon.
Yeah.
And kept puking. Which is disgusting. That's one of the things I hate the most is vomiting. It's just one of the most awful, terrible things your body can do. I'd rather be in the bathroom doing something else than vomiting all over the place.
I can't believe we're taking it here, but we're going to. I used to be super anti-throw up. And then one day I didn't try to stop it. I just was like, I'm doing it. I can feel it. It's coming. I'm going. And it was such a relief because I didn't fight it. That's part of the problem. You fight it, it's terrible. But if you just go embrace it and just go, it's a relief.
See,
because your stomach hurts.
No, I get it. I'm one of those guys who vomits out of his nose as well.
No, just that's why you were fighting it. That's why you fought
and
it.
then you try to clear your nose and then you vomit more.
No, just don't fight
and then,
it.
Like tortilla chips and stuff get stuck in there. It's disgusting.
This is so bad.
I hate vomiting.
My mom is freaking out right now. That's the other thing while they were here, by the way. If I burped or anything like what I usually do,
Yeah.
I've stopped doing it on the show on purpose. I've tried because I know it's like it's annoying. Probably people are like, that guy burps on the show.
It's a little childish, but whatever.
Whatever. Anyway, every time I would burp, my mom would go, "Excuse you," and I was like, and I said, "I'm 45. This is my house. I'll burp if I want." That's basically what I did.
But you said it.
No, I
like you said it.
I was like, I'm 45. I'll do whatever I want.
Mom.
But I would say stuff while we were hanging out, and they were like, I can't believe the things that you say. And I was like, this is me. This is it. This is what you get.
Sorry, you just didn't do a really good job raising me, Mom and Dad. I turned into this monster.
Anyway, all I'm trying to tell you is don't fight. If you don't fight it, if you just let it roll, it's going to do all the work. All you have to do is just open your mouth and say, ah.
So if any of you guys have a connection to this one chip challenge, you know somebody, Pacquiao or whatever it is, or you've got a couple of them stored up in your cellar.
Then don't tell us.
No, let us know. We
No.
want to get hooked up with three of these chips.
No.
That way we can do it here on the show.
What if we vomit them out? You're going to be sad because that burning hot stuff's going to come through your nose.
It's for the show. I do anything for the show.
For a hot chip. They give you rubber gloves too, I think.
I don't know if they give you them, but I have some. My wife's a nurse. So.
We have to use those, and we cannot touch our eyes.
No, because it's like, I'm going to eat this chip. Oh, man, my eyes. Ah! It just...
It will burn so bad. It will be horrible.
Yeah. It's like, oh, man, I got to go pee. Oh.
No.
See, that'd be horrible. That's why you use a glove.
I've done that.
I don't know if it comes with the glove or not, but
I had the hottest wings. It was actually when we came down here to visit Bill one time. We went to this place and had the hottest wings I've ever had in my life. And we were both just sitting there like we weren't talking, tears coming out of our eyes. And I had to pee really bad, so I got up and I peed and I didn't even think about it. And I touched. Not good. Not good.
See, I go on their
You're still looking at their website?
I go on their website and it's just sold out. It's always sold out, man.
Yeah,
I just wanted to see if it came with a glove, but it doesn't. It's literally just a chip.
It comes in a coffin though.
It does come in a coffin because it's hot as death.
Hades.
All right. Yeah, Pacquiao, Pacquiao, Piakwu.
By the way,
I don't know.
Packa Wiki Wiki, if you want to sponsor the show, we can't wait to say your name.
Packa
Wiki. So if you guys have a connection to the chips, totally don't talk to us and we'll see what we can do. All right. I think we should wrap it up.
Wrap it up, baby. Thank you guys for...
wrap that chip up and sell it for $100.
Yes, that'd be awesome. Get a whole bunch of them, resell them. Somebody's got to be buying them for $75. Somebody's that dumb.
I'm sure.
Some people just have disposable income like that, I guess. But I don't know why we don't have $300 in our budget for chips, for 3 chips.
Do you
guys
know how much that would make me want to punch myself in the face if I spent $100 on a chip?
Hey, We're Talking doesn't really have a budget. I mean,
no, we don't.
We're just winging it, I guess you could say.
Sometimes we have enough to take care of the website and trying to remember what else we've sort of used money on.
Oh yeah, I didn't mention I did pay for the website again.
Now we have to owe you money.
It's
mostly us paying each other for stuff that we buy.
Well, that's how it works. So the show doesn't have any income.
No, we don't have like a
We
bank.
had enough to give away a couple T-shirts, which was cool.
Yeah, but the cool thing was a lot of that came from the fact that we all bought T-shirts.
Right.
So we got a kickback from the T-shirts that we bought for ourselves.
Right.
Which is funny. Anyway,
but that's...
speaking of, go check out Teespring, get a T-shirt, buy a coffee mug. Keep the ship afloat.
Go to gameflyoffer.com/HWT.
Nice. And try GoDaddy.com/HWT.
Yeah. Click those, become members. Help out
do whatever
the show.
you have to do to just help us out a little bit.
We got like a Patreon. We got Teespring. We got stuff. Just do whatever.
If you want to go to Patreon and instead of spending $100 on a chip, give it to us, we'll use it really wisely, I promise.
Yeah. We'll get
$100 on a chip.
We'll like advertise on YouTube or Facebook or something. That's what we need to do.
Do Facebook?
Yeah, advertise on Facebook.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll
there you
figure
go.
it out.
Instead of buying the chip.
Yes.
Help us get an ad on Facebook so we can eat a chip.
Mark Zuckerberg,
Facebook.
if you're listening, just, free advertisement.
Oh, Mark Zuckerberg is listening. That's for sure. Yeah.
He's listening.
He's listening to everybody, but he's got some algorithm that's deciphering if we've said something that he needs to get, information from.
Mark Zuckerberg is amazing. Free advertisement on Facebook for life.
I think you'd get his attention if you said something about like conservative.
No, don't say. I was gonna say don't talk about murder or death.
No, because then we get banned on YouTube.
Yeah, I don't want that either.
YouTube likes to ban conservative people too. So if we decided to talk about the Constitution or something, we'd get banned.
Yeah, let's not even get started on YouTube. That's a whole nother show in itself. Just the demonetization of videos before they're even posted.
I know.
Stuff. It's a mess.
All right. So thanks for listening. We got to wrap it up. We have to.
Yeah.
Not because we don't want to keep talking to you guys. We would, but you'll get to hear us again on the next show.